Friday's skirmishes in Martyrs Square started when General Khalifa Haftar supporters charged into the square, throwing rocks and other projectiles to a rival group that had gathered for a separate demonstration. After a tense standoff, gunshots were heard and protesters started running. It was not clear who had opened fire. No one was injured in the shooting. Haftar has recently been leading an offensive in Libya's second city, Benghazi, aimed at eradicating militias that he calls terrorists. Fighting has since escalated and Libya has become increasingly divided.
We want Libya to have an army and police. We want Libya to have dignity. But unfortunately, there are those who do not want to build a state. There are those who want the militia and the armed forces. We are against the armed forces and against those who support them.
Libya has been plagued by political infighting, with government and parliament unable to control militia that have continued to defy state authority since the ousting of the late Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. Over the past weeks, forces allied with Haftar bombed camps of Islamist militias, which responded by waging attacks on his forces. Meanwhile, streets were covered in debris after a car bomb exploded in the Libyan capital late on Thursday. According to media reports, the blast targeted the house of military leader Hashim Bashir, who is in charge of integrating former rebels into security forces.
We had a huge explosion around 2:30 in the morning in the area near the house of Hashim Bashir. We are his neighbors. The blast was very strong, and I think it echoed as far as Tajura neighborhood. They say it was a car bomb.
The explosion slightly wounded a few civilians. There was no claim of responsibility for the attack. The eastern city of Benghazi has become a stronghold for fighters blamed for a wave of deadly attacks on security forces. Susan Mongeli, CCTV.